Hi ladies, my name is Madden. I'm a women's health and orthopedic physical therapist and also the founder of Proximity Telehealth. So a question I get a lot from new moms is, am I ready to return to running after having a baby? And are there any exercises I can do at home to work on that before I return to running? So we know that typically we're cleared to return to activity at 6 weeks after having a baby. I'm here to tell you from clinical experience and what I see in general with women, research, that's far too soon. Okay, the current recommendation now is to wait until at least 3 months after you've had a baby. You need that time to allow your body to heal, and you need to strengthen those structures again and coordinate those structures that were disrupted during the birth of the baby, right? We just need to get ourselves back to being strong enough to run. Running is a very complex, single leg active movement. Okay, it's not just like flippantly going out for a run. It's a really difficult task. So I'm going to break it down into a couple different exercises to show you where I have most people start. Okay, the first is called the pelvic bounce. So legs shoulder width apart. You're just going to give yourself a little bit of a bounce. We know that the pelvic floor moves with gravity. It's supposed to. It's supposed to support everything inside you and hold it in place. Okay, you can change positions of your feet, different angles. You want to try this for about a minute. Okay, signs that this exercise is not going well. If you are having leakage of urine or feces, if you feel like you're having any heaviness or bulging, those are signs of pelvic floor issues, and that's something that you really want to get assessed by a women's health physical therapist. Okay, so that has gone well. The next we're going to do is I'm going to grab onto this band here. This is called a lateral leg raise, and so you're going to take a band like this. You're going to lay on your side, put this band around your ankles. You can do this without a band as well, but it's just a little more effective with the band. Okay, I'm going to lay on your side. Get your body as straight as possible. You want to lift your leg up. And if anything, you want it to be slightly behind you. Okay, what we don't want to see is in front of you, because that's going to kick in the wrong muscles. It's going to kick in these muscles in the front. You want it slightly up and back. Okay, 2 sets of 15 on each side. Next, you can bring this up here. This is called a clamshell. Okay, I'm sure you've seen this exercise before. You want your heels in line with your bottom as you do this. The only thing that you want to be moving is this knee. So you just want to come up from here. You should feel all of the activity right in here. What you don't want to see is rolling as you do this, and you also don't want these feet to come apart. Okay, you want to keep those feet together. Again, 2 sets of 15 on that one. Okay, the next exercise is called a monster walk. So you're going to leave that band around your knees. Get yourself into about a 45-degree squat, so not all the way down, 45 degrees. Toes straight, knees straight. You're just going to step out. So stay in that low position here. Okay, you usually have people do 5 steps. 5 steps. You can do that 5 to 10 laps. Way to make it a little bit of a different challenge is to stick it down by your ankles. This will test your rotation a little bit more of your hips. Okay, same thing. I'm going to show you from the side. So about a 45-degree bend in those knees. Same thing, 5 to 10 back and forth. Okay, next is going to be a hip hike. So feet just general separation. The hip we're working is the one we're standing on. So you're just going to lift this leg up so that you're not touching the ground with it. You're going to drive your heel into the ground to try to push that hip up. Relax down. Drive that heel into the ground. Push down. This leg should stay totally straight while you're doing it. Okay, what you don't want to see is this. You don't want it to come from the leg. You want it to come from the hip. Okay, 2 sets of 15 on each side for that one. And then the final exercise, that this one's probably going to be pretty difficult for most people, is a single leg squat. So this one you want to do, same, you can bring your foot in the back or the front. Each challenges your body in a little bit of a different way. So you want to come down into a single leg squat. What you want to watch for is making sure you don't collapse in like that. You want your knee to stay as straight as possible. It's also a good balance exercise. Stay as straight as possible as you come down. You can see that I lose a little bit with my hip here. So try to stay straight and straight. Okay, 15 on each leg. This is a great way to start getting your body ready to return to run. We're mimicking a lot of the activities that you actually have to do when you run, like for those single leg squats. Think about when you run, you land in a single leg squat with every repetition, okay? So I would recommend doing this just 1 time per day. You can do it 4 to 5 times a week and just start to feel the difference in your hips and your ankle strength, and this will help return you back to running safely. Thanks.